Bonobo vs Chimpanzee. Who will win a fight between these two great apes? Although often mistaken as the same animal, chimpanzees and bonobos are two separate species within the same genus. Bonobos and chimpanzees diverged from each other around 2 million years ago and differ in morphology, behavior, and perhaps even emotions and cognition in important ways. The bonobo is one of the most rare and intelligent animals in the world. The social structure of this magnificent ape is unique and complex. In the largely peaceful bonobo society, the females rule the roost. Chimpanzees are very familiar to us humans, perhaps because so much of their behavior reminds us of ourselves. They are considered great apes, just like gorillas, orangutans, and bonobos. Their distinctive mode of travel, walking on the sole of each foot and the knuckles of their hands, have earned them the title of knuckle walkers. Size and description. Bonobos are apes about 2/3 the size of humans, with dark hair covering their bodies. The hair is generally longer than in common chimpanzees and is particularly noticeable on the cheeks, which are relatively hairless in chimpanzees. The portions of body not covered with hair are darkly colored throughout life. This contrasts with common chimpanzees, which have lighter skin, particularly during the younger years. Males have an average height of 47 inches, 119 centimeters, and weigh between 81 to 134 pounds, 37 to 61 kilograms, while females are 43 inches tall, 111 centimeters, and weigh between 60 and 83 pounds, 27 to 38 kilograms. Chimpanzees stand approximately 3.5 to 5 feet, 1 to 1.7 meters tall when erect, and weigh about 70 to 130 pounds, 32 to 60 kilograms. Males tend to be larger and more robust than females. Chimpanzees are covered by a coat of brown or black hair, but their faces are bare except for a short white beard. Skin color is generally white except for the face, hands, and feet, which are black. The faces of younger animals may be pinkish or whitish. Among older males and females, the forehead often becomes bald and the back becomes gray. Range and habitat. Bonobos inhabit just a small region of Central Africa. In fact, their entire wild population lives within the Democratic Republic of Congo. Other populations live in zoos and other breeding programs across the world. This species lives primarily in tropical rainforest. However, they also inhabit forested areas that have grown in from abandoned farms and agricultural areas. Researchers refer to these areas as secondary forests. They also forage in marshes and wetlands, as well as the edges of grasslands. Chimps live throughout various regions of Eastern and Central Africa. Each subspecies has a different range. The western subspecies ranges from southern Senegal to western Ghana. Unsurprisingly, the Nigeria-Cameroon subspecies inhabits portions of Nigeria and Cameroon. The central subspecies lives from southern Cameroon to the western tip of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Finally, the eastern subspecies primarily lives in the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Central African Republic. These primates live in a variety of different ecosystems. The different subspecies prefer different habitat types. Some inhabit tropical rainforests or scrub forests, Others live in savannas, grasslands, woodlands, or chaparral. Many also live in mountainous regions, up to 9,000 feet elevation. Diet. Bonobos feed mainly in trees and descend to the ground to move to other trees. They eat mostly fruits and other vegetation, such as herbs and roots. In some places, food is washed in streams. The diet is supplemented by invertebrates such as caterpillars and earthworms. In rare instances, they have been observed eating bats, flying squirrels, and even young duikers, small antelopes. Unlike chimpanzees, bonobos do not hunt monkeys, but instead play with and groom them. Furthermore, the phenomena of infanticide, cannibalism, and lethal invasion seen among chimps has never been observed among the bonobo. Chimpanzees are omnivores. They rely heavily on a wide variety of fruit and leaves, but also eat insects, bark, eggs, nuts, and even hunt monkeys and other small animals for meat. Chimpanzees spend a large part of their day looking for food and eating, but they do not wander aimlessly through the forest, hoping to bump into food. They know where they are going and remember from year to year where food is located and when a particular fruit is ripe. When they hunt, the chimps coordinate their efforts and share the meat amongst each other. Chimpanzees are known to hunt other large vertebrates on occasion. The largest animals hunted are bush pigs, colobus monkeys, and baboons. Also, there is evidence that in addition to their regular diet, chimpanzees may eat certain plants for their medicinal value, such as to soothe an upset stomach or get rid of intestinal parasites. Behavior. Bonobos are active during the day and move on all fours by knuckle walking. They make beds from leafy branches, but in the wild, tool use is mostly limited to leaf umbrellas and branch dragging during intimidation displays. Typically, bonobos travel and feed groups of 3 to 6 individuals, but groups may have as many as 10. In bonobo society, the females take charge and keep lifelong bonds with their sons. When a daughter is old enough, she must leave the troop and find another one to join. She breeds with all the males in the new group, and she gains permanent membership when she gives birth. Adult females form strong bonds with each other. The female-led troops tend to be relatively peaceful, and bonobos seem to be sensitive to each other's needs. Chimpanzees are highly social and live in loose and flexible groups known as communities, or unit groups, that are based on associations between adult males within a home range or territory. Social dominance exists, with adult males being dominant over adult females and adolescent males. Females have been known to form coalitions against a bullying adult male or newly immigrated female. Relations between different chimp communities tends to be hostile. Intruders on a group's home range may be attacked, and adult males engage in boundary patrol. Chimpanzees are highly intelligent and are able to solve many kinds of problems posed to them by human trainers and experimenters. A number of researchers have taught chimpanzees to use sign language, or languages based on the display of tokens or pictorial symbols. Now let's see, who would win a fight between a bonobo and a chimpanzee? It is good to know that for the bonobo, the fight to the death is not a strong point. They're a similar height to common chimps, but clearly they are not as muscular as their cousins. In terms of behavior, the bonobo is very careless. He only cares about fun and sex. Bonobos will greet each other with sex, and have sex as a means of both conflict resolution and post-conflict reconciliation. The chimpanzee is considerably more powerfully built, where the bonobo is slender. It's like a bodybuilder with a normal person. Chimps, as I'm sure most people know by now, can be aggressive, dangerous animals, and will hunt monkeys and even carry out raids on other chimpanzee troops. Bonobos would rather make love, not war. Though chimpanzees can scare them with his male-dominant egoistic look, bonobos are smart players too, and they can confuse the angry-looking chimpanzee. Though a chimpanzee can defeat a bonobo, the bonobo also can fight if they fight for females, respectively for sex. Bonobos believe in teamwork and lock the chimpanzee to confuse him in the intense seduction. In my opinion, in a one-on-one fight, the chimpanzee will win, due to its more aggressive behavior and because it is better built for fighting. I'm waiting for your opinion in the comments. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.